G'day scrappers, long time no talk. I'm just doing a bit of a scrap session, just random stuff. And the first thing I've got is this Bowen's Quadmatic 6K flash camera lighting generator. So it's basically just like a power box or something. I just picked this up. I did a museum pickup and this was one of the things. Got a lot of amps and once again a lot of projectors. So this is a pretty interesting little unit, made in the UK. Never scrapped anything like this out before, so why not get into it, scrap it out. It's getting a bit old anyway, and it's probably blown out, or who knows, out of date, whatever reason. Happy to have a look and see what's inside one of these power generators. Okay. So yeah, I've been doing a few pickups here and there, a couple of schools, some oddball little businesses, museums. Not a great deal of pickups, but compared to some other recyclers that I know, but certainly enough to keep me busy because I've still got a lot of work going on. And this unit here is really heavy, so I'd imagine there'd be a nice transformer in here somewhere. Who knows, maybe even a battery. Also picked up quite a lot of UPSs again, so my battery stock is starting to build up. I've got to do a scrap run and get rid of them. So I thought I'd touch base and say hello to everyone, and still waiting for street scrap. It's still a couple months away. Oh well, at least we've got some aluminium. Okay, quite a bit of aluminium. Wow. There's a couple of there's a power board with some big resistors in there and stuff. Just a basic little circuit board. Little transformer. It's interesting. Let's have a look at this side. Okay. Well, there's a nice big transformer and 6-pack of capacitors with a resistor connected to it. That's really not much good to us. Work out just how to get into this thing. It looks a little bit complicated. Golly. Okay. One more. Okay. So it's just a whole heap of wires for the all the switches and power outlets. Another capacitor there. So really not much to this. I dare say it would have been a reasonably pricey item. But not anymore. They've certainly put a lot of work in wrapping this wire up with other bits of wire. Yeah. Certainly not much for in the way of gold recovery here. Not that I expected anything really, but oh yeah, it's certainly a pretty heavy-duty power module, generator or whatever. I'll show you the capacitors around the side as well. And I didn't plug it in or anything because I knew I was going to scrap it out, and I knew there was going to be some pretty high voltage stuff. All right. So, yeah, 6,000 watts coming out of these three ports. Really high voltage stuff. So I'll just clean this up of the wire. Don't really want anything else out of it. But I'll show you the capacitors over this side I just seen. How's that? Interesting. Oh wow. This whole box is just for a power for capacitor pack. Oh. How's that? That's the most unusual one I've ever seen. Danger, high voltage. Wow, look at that. That is insane. Check them all out. There's 2, 4, 6, 10, 9, 10, so 10, 20, 30, 48 capacitors. Just there. I can see one's popped, another one's popped here. So that might have been the start of the issues, probably. Bowen's type. What is it? 422 PF. Oh. I don't think they're really powerful individually. 350 QS. 422 PF. Yeah, I don't think they're super powerful, but you link them all up like that, and I think you got some serious capacitance. And they're not screwed in or anything, they just sit there. So, well, I'm just going to hold it in case someone thinks it's worth something to them. I don't really want to do anything with it, but it looks just awesome, and Yeah, like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, at least 3 that are clearly showing that they've popped from the top. So it doesn't look like there's been any fire or anything like that, but them ones would definitely be gone. But still, who knows, it might be repairable. That is unbelievable. Oh, and there it goes. Oh well, at least I got a nice sheet of aluminium. It's like big fireworks, the old penny bangers. Oh gosh, this is a bit of a mess, but they're still all intact. I'll just get rid of this. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it though. Like I said, if it's of interest to anyone, let me know quickly, like in the next few days before I decide to just get rid of it. There's not much else here really. I don't really want to spend time cleaning up this aluminium. Unless the rivets are all aluminium as well. Sometimes they can be. Just get out these boards. It's all flathead screwdrivers. Yeah. Wow. So all the weight was in all those capacitors, and then that one transformer that's in here. And I thought these capacitors were it. Nowhere near it. Hopefully it's not too much work to get this transformer out. Yeah, I did a school the other day and gosh, it was miles away. Almost an hour and a half drive right out into the sticks, into the mountains. I was climbing mountains and weaving around tight winding mountain roads. It was bizarre doing an eWaste pickup so far out, but it was pretty good. Okay, so I've got to get rid of this capacitor. Yeah. Capacitor with heatsink. Yeah, just a low-grade board. It does have a couple of copper coils there. I'll just leave them on with the resistors. Throw it into low. Just a pretty straightforward mid-grade board, some ICs, not a lot, nothing really there, just one little transformer over here. And yeah, I did when I did do that museum, I did get a lot of projectors again, amazing amount of projectors, and most of them were DLP projectors once again. So which is pretty good. I'm going to get more of those DLP kind of CPU looking things. Best off. Okay, well, we've got the good old transformer out, and that's probably all I really want. Just clean up a little bit of wire, but I'm going to leave these capacitors here. I'm not going to clean the this aluminium. Just going to throw it into scrap steel. Don't need to get every cent value out of stuff like this. Yeah, units like this, I'm just happy to. I've got to pick them up, so I can't do much about that. So I'm just happy to scrap them out, get most of the value, the wire, transformers, and all this rubbish. Not worth the time trying to take it all out. Just throw the whole box into scrap steel. All right. Well, that was interesting. Didn't get a great deal. Got all those capacitors. That was pretty insane. A couple of little transformers and just a whole heap of wire to clean up. So labour versus return in money, not that much. If this is all you were doing every day, you probably wouldn't make much, but still a couple bucks worth. Okay, so I'm glad I got that out the way. Just a camera lighting flash power unit. I do have quite a lot of different types of projectors that came in the other day. I might do a couple of more, just one big one and one really tiny one, just for something different, and then I'll see what else I got. So this is my other chicken, one that you're probably not used to seeing much. He doesn't really sit on the table much like the other one. Yeah, some sad news about my other puppy Chook, the one that you seen up on the table a lot. He liked to scrap with me, or she. Yeah, she unfortunately passed away. She had it was like a digestive thing, you know, through her egg production. She had complications with her eggs. I think one egg must have gotten stuck in her track or something, and yeah, so it was a real quick thing. It's not like normally when a chicken is sick, they can be really sick for like a week before anything. This one was fine in the morning, in the afternoon she was gone. So yeah, pretty sad. It was one of my favourite chickens because she always came up and scrapped with me a lot. The other one likes to hang around, but doesn't really get up on the table and scrap. So yeah, sad story. Oh well, we move on. And I think I'm going to, I'm probably not going to get any more chickens after this one. I'm probably going to just have a bit of a break from chickens for a while. I've had them for over probably 10 years, 12 years. And I just want to do a whole revamp of the chicken area, clean everything up and start fresh again and just have a bit of a break. So okay, so that's that story. Anyway, so here's another one of those DLP projectors. Different one, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, DLP, DW6300 WXGA. I'm going to have to look at, it says no lens, and how's that? Fatal burning, $4,000 to fix. eWaste will pull apart for parts, no lamps. So it would have cost them $4,000 to fix this unit, had fatal burning. So geez, I'll just look it up. I'm not sure, I might have done this model previously in the last projector video, but I really got a cool one. How's that? AXA Technologies. It's a projector, P700 micro projector. That's the smallest projector that I've ever seen. But the unusual thing, or the cool thing, it's got a DLP, Texas Instruments. So I wonder, I think this DLP might be the board mounted version, because it's such a tiny little thing. It couldn't have a regular size DLP. So I'll scrap this out as well. I just want to check this part number. So it doesn't look like I've done this model, so I might as well just do it. Getting rid of a whole bunch of plastic today, so this piece would be good to go. Seeing that it's so bulky. Let's see what this has got. Okie dokie. Well, pretty large board. That's unbelievable. I don't really see the value in these things. Like if they're saying it's going to cost $4,000 to fix this, $4,000 in what? The circuit board wouldn't cost that. I can't see any components that would really justify that. This is also a water-cooled system. But all I really want is just the board and the DLP. But I'm really intrigued about the little projector. That'll be interesting. Oh, didn't realize my camera dropped. All right. Okay, so yeah, it's got a couple of added boards, but a couple of BGAs, pretty interesting, but just a mid-grade board, really. Nice little board here with a couple of BGAs on it. Yeah. Okay, it's got a power board there. Good old power board. Send that off. Low grade. Okay, so we've got a couple of more just small power boards here for fan running on it. It's interesting. Come on, let's get this. All I want is the DLP, really. You know, okay. Yeah, this other chicken, it doesn't like to come on the table, but it likes to just sit near my feet on the ground. So every chicken's got a different kind of personality, you know. Alright, so we've got our main contraption, so I can put this aside, and I might not even finish it off. I might just throw the rest into scrap steel. There's nothing really else to it, it's just junk really, so I might as well just leave it complete. And that's all we wanted. So, nice board. There's the DLP BGA and the DLP itself inside there. Pretty nice. So, it looks like quite an obstacle to get through. I've just got to get this board out, or this part here, it's very small screws. Okay, there's that little water cooling part there. All right, here we go. There's the board. Yeah, it's a nice board with this DLP. And here's our DLP. Again, this stuff, good for gold recovery. And there we have it. Another one with the foam buffer. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. So that's it. That's all we really wanted out of that. Got a few pretty good boards. But certainly scrap wise, they're not worth anything like they are when you actually got to buy them. So this is the one that I wanted to show you. It's a really cute little projector, little DLP, Texas Instruments. So it's got to have some kind of DLP in it, and as I said, it's most likely going to be a board mounted DLP. Wow, not a bad board. There's the little DLP BGA, another BGA there. Wow, how compact is that? Yeah, I dare say it would be a tiny, board mounted DLP. Whoop. Okay, so there's our board. Apart from the BGAs here, not a great deal, so it's just a mid-grade board. Okay, so we've got a, looks like a copper heatsink here. Wow, so the BGA would be somewhere around here. Get away with this one. Alrighty. Looks like here is just a battery pack that I'll have to remove. Yeah, just a battery. I'll just leave it in this, dispose of it like that. Alright, so here's our little contraption, and ooh, must be behind this. There's the lens, so it's got to be somewhere around here. Get this heatsink off. Okay. Gosh. Might have to, it's got to be somewhere here. So it's, actually that might be there. Let me undo these tiny little screws and see what's in there. Okay, I've done just about every screw. A little heat sink, and I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere around here. So let's see if I can get this heatsink off. I've taken off these screws, don't seem to be doing much. Very fiddly, this one, I tell you. If there is a DLP in it, it's going to be a very small one. Okay, more screws over this side. You know, fits in the palm of your hand. There's 25 screws. Of course, there's one that sticks. Okay, gosh, that just removes that, and more screws. Okay, this should be it here. Surely, there's nothing else to undo. So another 4 screws. One more in that. Okay. More screws. Goodness me. Where could this DLP be? It's either behind... so this is the lens. So maybe... Okay, that's just the lens. Okay. Well, I can see the DLP in there. Oh, look how small that is. Well, it's going to be a good one for the collection. So I'll try not to do any damage. Oh, here we go. Found it. Phew. Awesome. Out you come. Come on. just a piece of fiberglass. Okay, tiny little contact pins there. And here's our DLP. Oh, look how long it is, but small. Oh, this one's going to, I reckon you won't see many of these around as far as DLP collection goes. Oh, out you come. Beautiful. Gotcha. Oh, look at that side. Just gold. That's where the contact points on each side, and your standard gold cap in the middle. And there's our DLP. Look at that. So small, it doesn't have a gold front. But how's that? Have to get a magnifying glass to read the part number and stuff. But that's going to, you know, as far as a collection of DLPs, like I mentioned in the last projector video, you know, once the technology moves on, I think these are going to be quite collectible. And this one is, I reckon, it's going to be a bit of a rare specimen. Beautiful. And that was all from this AXA Technologies P700 micro projector. Wow. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I scored that one. I've got a couple of really big projectors, but they're not DLPs, and they come with really big lenses. They might be sellable. So I'll just have a look at what else we can scrap. So I did the museum pickup, and I got a lot of audio visual things. A lot of these remote monitoring and amps, and so many that I've got to get through them for the rest of the day. So I thought I'd just do one that I don't think I've done on video, just to finish off the video. But yeah, I got a lot of units of these, but they're so heavy. They're not really big, so no doubt there's going to be transformers in here. Probably toroidal transformers. We'll have a look anyway. Now I just got to get myself organized a bit. And I'll be able to get back into a more routine of scrapping stuff. Wow, well, there we go, a toroidal transformer. Now I can see why it's so heavy, because it's a really big one actually. Oh, there we go. Yeah, wow. So like I said, I've got quite a few of them, and I know I've got the ones with the 3 smaller toroidal transformers. But I can only keep so many, because I am keeping different sizes, especially the real big ones. How's that for a fan? Wow. A few boards around too. How's that for a heatsink? Fan on the end. Nice extruded LE heatsink. And yeah, predominantly just kind of low grade. Might get away with this one being a mid grade. This one low, and this is low, but I'll probably take these 3 copper coils. There's another one on this side. So pretty good value in these old amp kind of things. Same deal. I like the heat sinks. Really nice design. Okay, it's just about this transformer. Couple of boards. Oh yeah, got quite a few removable IC chips here. We'll just throw this into mid-grade. Another power board. I've undone the 3 bolts. It's just stuck. Wow. That's one nice heavy toroidal. I think this one, I'll probably just put this in transformers. Good mid-grade, a low-grade board. Clean up the wire. Yep, just low. And just a little bit of wire to clean up here. Actually, there's another little board here. It's got a chip on it. Might be able to get away with this being a mid-grade as well. There we go. Yeah, get away with this being mid-grade. Awesome. Alright, well, apart from a bit of wire, that's all done. So, that wasn't too bad actually. Quite a few boards on there. Couple of decent size pieces of extruded aluminium. Nice. Yeah, so still a little bit to clean up here, but still. And we've got our nice heavy toroidal. It's a little bit different mounts, sort of a bit more specialized, so I won't keep this one. I'll just put this into transformers, just take off the wire. I've got a scrap run coming up, so alright, well, I'm going to just be busy scrapping out a whole bunch of these now, finish off, and yeah, I suppose a pretty good scrap session video. I'm so unorganized at the moment. I've got stuff everywhere that's been coming in, so I just need to get myself reorganized and be able to get to everything. So yeah, I'm just so busy at the moment, so it's really hard to keep up with everything, as well as videos and stuff. So this one took a little bit longer. Hopefully the next one won't be as long. And like I said, I'll also be doing a scrap metal run update, just to see how the prices are going. You have a feeling they've dropped down a little bit, so we'll check that out as well. So until that video, keep scrapping guys, have fun, and I'll catch you real soon.